Hello. So I haven't played the game since I last did the Portal video, and they just recently released an update with some in-game fixes, nothing really to do with the game UI and function itself. It is good to see some fixes, but still not in the entirety of where we need them. With that said, since they released a new free airport, I wanted to come in and give Burbank a quick rundown. I've never played that airport before, never been to that airport. I've driven by it, but never been there. And I thought it'd be fun to play that. Picking up from the prior video with the portal, I did load the portal because the game updated. I needed to update world traffic and world color. And the portal is still really a thorn in my side. Because at the end of the last video, I logged out of the portal before I exited. And when I loaded this time and logged in and got the code and plugged it in, it said that I can only use the portal from one device. Then I had to force my old logout out before I could get in, which is weird because I logged out. So I double checked that I logged out this time and we'll see what happens, but just another annoyance. Anyway. But I thought it would be fun to come in here and embarrass myself on Burbank. Now, I know it's not going to be a super busy, active airport, but it should still be fun to jump in and take a look at. I don't think I've done LF Wade either. Yeah, that's one of the other new ones. And I haven't done RDU either. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's jump in. Have some fun. Light cloudy is fine. Alright, a little dark. I'm not quite sure why there's so much glare off the internal windows, but I keep forgetting I need to go back and reset all of my settings. I prefer to be oriented the realistic way. Terminal should be close. I think I am down. Yeah, this is runway 26 right there. There's 33. There's terminal and some staging areas, and then they take off up there. Ocean. Those are obviously the hills, so the ocean's got to be that way. Yep. Okay. Probably should have picked a better time.
Burbank ground and flight 19048 with information alpha requesting push and start.
And flight 19048, pushback approved, expect runway 33. Yeah, that's right.
Ground, runway 33, pushback approved. And flight 19048.
Issue is going to be arrivals, because they're going to pull down. I would hope they would exit to the left and then taxi down, but I don't have dual taxiways, so he would have to wait for the plane to come in.
FedEx 1417 heavy and final 33.
FedEx 1417 heavy, runway 33, cleared to land.
Runway 33, cleared to land. FedEx 1417 heavy.
That's a big runway. What's the length of that? Runway 33. Does it give me the length on this taxi chart? No. Need the elevation. I don't need the elevation. Oh. Oh well, I was hoping to get the length because that's a heavy flight coming in, so they're carrying lots of stuff and fuel. Although depending where they're coming from, they might not have quite as much fuel anymore.
Burbank ground and flight 19048 ready to taxi.
AM Flight 1948, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Am Flight 19048.
There he goes. There's FedEx, I think, out there. Who's making all that noise with the paper? Dun, 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 dun. M Flight 1948, cross runway 8.
Cross runway 8. Am Flight 19048.
I don't need you waiting because that runway is not currently in use, so I am not going to worry about that. Oh, there's the runway length. Wait a minute, what's 6,886 times 1 by 150, 150 feet wide. That's a pretty good sized runway. Wonder how busy this was before they built LAX. Alright, where's my guy coming in? You're coming in. You're taxiing, so I should probably move you. Let's change the tag size a little bit, shrink the icon. That's good. FedEx is very, very close. Yeah, there they are. FedEx is going to be on the ground. Doo, doo, doo. Very close. You got a ways to go. Yeah, you gotta make that turn. Alright. A pretty cool view. I don't like the glare. That seems very abnormal. That is a big ass plane. What is that? FedEx doesn't usually fly smaller cargo planes. Alright, that's cool. Oops. No. AM Flight 1948, runway 33, line up and wait.
Runway 33. Line up and wait. Am Flight 19048.
FedEx 1417 Heavy, taxi to apron.
Taxi to apron. FedEx 1417 Heavy.
I almost gave him the taxiway directions, which I don't think works in this version of the game. At least I recall the last few times I played. It's been very sketchy. AM Flight 1948, runway 33, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 33. Cleared for takeoff. Am Flight 19048.
I think I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? Yeah, that would be why that's all wonky. Okay. Small little jumper. I totally forgot my strips. Whoops. 1533. He's probably airborne by now. Yep, he's off my scope. AM Flight 1948, contact departure.
SoCal departure on 120.4 and flight 19048. Roger, good morning.
I need to double check the text speed. Is that something I can do here? Text speed, speech speed. Hey, okay, so they did create that. I remember having issues with that, but I think that was helpful. I don't remember what Radio Hard does. All right, so let's do fast. Fastest, I think, is a little bit too much, if I recall, Tower 3D. But currently, they're just speaking way too slow. We gotta move that better. Five-mile separation is fine. Yeah, that's plenty fine. Old area. Wow. Is it UPS? Looks like it. Yeah. AM flight took off from here. Not a lot of room. Guess that one might be getting ready to go. Let's come over here and have a little look-see. Yeah, I think you might be on my scope soon. You're done. You're out and nothing's on, but you are down there hooked up with the pushback tug. Let's bump this speed up.
Burbank ground.
There
Twilight
he is.
702 with information Alpha. Requesting push and start.
Twilight 702, pushback approved. Expect runway 13. What?
Ground. Runway 15. Pushback approved. Twilight 702.
Where did I get 13 from? This is going swimmingly. Good thing I picked a rinky-dink airport. So one plane pushed, in comes 3338 whiskey. I'll just taxi this guy to runway 33 when he's ready. All right, TWY. I don't understand why the call sign information tool doesn't work. Let me close it, open the window, select airlines.csv. I'm in Burbank database default airlines.csv. Upload. GA CSV. Open. Upload. Yeah. Okay. TWY. No matching entry found. Alright, well, either there's something wrong with the files or there's something wrong with the tool. I'm gonna say it's not likely the tool, but oh well. I'll just have to be really good at remembering things, which is always good for me.
Twilight 702 ready to taxi.
Twilight 702, runway 33.
Runway 33. Twilight 702.
Okay, you've pushed in, now you're taxiing, so I'll move that down. Some nice Learjet. There he goes. I got another one down there, I think, getting ready. And I don't think we'll be seeing the Cessna come on the scope for a while. I like the airport's layout. It creates some unique challenges, like I said, with the taxiway situation. Like down here with B5, you do have Bravo, which is the main taxiway down here, which kind of continues, you can see, and the crosses are Bravo 3, which creates a small area
Tower, November 8 Whiskey on final 3-3.
where I could potentially like have a plane duck in, go through the apron, and go up or move around. Same thing up here with the alphas. Like, I'm not sure. They're all called alpha, so that really doesn't give me anything I can do. This is alpha 1 to cross there. This is Bravo, Bravo, Bravo 1. This taxiway map doesn't seem to match. So these would need to be different forms of alpha so that I could tell the plane to channel out and around and do that like in the real world, but whatever. You got a ways to go. Twilight 702, runway 33, cleared for takeoff. Caution Cessna on a
Runway 33, cleared for takeoff. Twilight
10-mile
702.
final. November 3338 Whiskey, runway 33, cleared to land.
Runway 33, clear to land. November 3338 Whiskey.
Going right to where that one came from. Still can't see him. They're a long ways out there. Anyway, I like the airport design. It creates a unique challenge similar to KPHL and even TIST to a lesser degree, where you have a decent amount of traffic and you don't have a lot of options to route that traffic. So in some cases, you may end up having to hold an airplane on the runway, on a taxiway, or at the gate to let others taxi around, simply because there's not a lot of options for you in order to move the traffic. This is also a smaller airport where runway 26 isn't too bad, but it's 1,000 feet shorter at 5802 for its length. So some of these larger airplanes like that heavy, I think it pulled off at Bravo 1, didn't it? Yeah, that one pulled off up here at Bravo 1, which is beyond, I believe, the capability of runway 26. So that plane may have had to come in on 33 irregardless, whereas some of these smaller planes like that one, depending on the wind direction, I could have shunted it down to runway 26. But you can see they have gates down here on Sierra. They do have a path here, but the rest of them are expected to come down Delta onto these various onshoots. And it looks like for the most part they're either using 2.6 or 1.5 because that's where they have all these staging areas for airplanes. They do use 3.3, but it just doesn't have the same level of capacity. So they would have to use some of these offshoots, I would assume. I'm just assuming. I'm, again, not an expert. But this creates an interesting conundrum. So I do like the airport. I do wish the schedule was a little more busy. Twilight 702, contact departure. That's why I've kind of gotten
SoCal departure on
behind
120.4. Twilight 702, roger. Good
on
morning.
all of the housekeeping items because there's really no point in worrying about it right now because there's not a whole lot going on. So this is going to be a very short video. But I just wanted to get a feel for the airport. Unfortunately, they still have a scheduling issue where the airport comes stacked, I think, and that's why I don't have a ton of traffic coming and going. But it is a nice place. I like it. We'll get November on the ground and then we'll call it there. Put you up to 4x. Finally, I can see him out there coming from the west. Well, not entirely west, south, but okay. 26 makes sense as a busy runway because it would be heading out to the ocean where a lot of traffic would come from. Wow, he landed fast. November 3338 Whiskey, taxi to apron.
Taxi to apron. November 3338 Whiskey.
November 338 Whiskey, continue taxi. November 3338 Whiskey, continue taxi.
Burbank Ground. November 3338 Whiskey, request crossing runway 8.
Seriously, I told you to continue. Let's slow this down. November 3338 Whiskey, continue taxi.
Burbank Ground. November 3338 Whiskey, request crossing runway 8.
So I have to actually give the command now, which I think is what they mentioned in one of the updates, either last month, late November, or this last update, where you have to be very precise in your cross commands. November 3338 Whiskey, cross runway 8.
Cross runway 8. November 3338 Whiskey.
Yep. Well, it's interesting. It's not a bad thing to be more precise in the commands, so I'm not against that change, just a little interesting. I gotta remember how to speed this thing up without hitting the afterburners. I don't remember the command. This looks like a JSX jet. It is. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know I had that model in here. That's neat. Birds, you are in some dangerous grounds. Let's see what it looks like if I go up here. Oh, top of the model area. So, can't really see much. Yep. Alright, well, just thought that would be a neat view, and it wasn't as cool as I thought. But again, the airport's got some unique layout. This area up here is that option for taxiing in, but it doesn't look like they would actually use it based on taxi routes. And what I mean by that are the lines painted, so you can see here off of this main crossing, they don't want you to go straight. So like you can come in here, but it looks like they don't expect you to taxi here through. You have to come up or out and use the main taxiway. This would be a cross area, staging area, that sort of stuff. Same thing down here. Where you have some room to do that. But again, you don't have a lot of room to cross taxi or do anything crazy like that. And I'm surprised I haven't had any of these planes leave yet, but this is why the airport's so slow right now. I pretty much have a full house, so parking garage, terminal, ground tower, Southwest, Delta, looks like an American, cargo, GA. It's a neat airport, but it's definitely going to need a better schedule to give it some more activity. Otherwise, oops, it's just going to be a bit slow. Anyway, as the phone rings, let's call that one there. The faster speech I didn't really get to put a good test into, but I think it will help now that that is in the game. It was not in the game prior, if I recall correctly, so I am happy that they are making improvements, but there's still a lot of issues with certain functionality and usability. But the game has gotten better, so I think next time I've got some airports that I haven't played. I have not, oh, you're TISD. I have not played Wade International. That'll be a fun one to go try. I have not done Riley. That'll be a fun one. And Stuttgart. I've done EDDM in the other game, but I have not done EDDS. So I think that'll be fun to play. Anyway, we will see you next time.